My late husband was a veteran of the Korean War, went to school on the GI Bill. We bought our first house with the GI mortgage. When he was young and uninsured and had a serious illness, he was taken care of in a veterans hospital. I have to trace my roots back to that. The Korean War was the war of my generation.
Well, I was born in Irvington, New Jersey. In 1967, I went over to Vietnam and served with the 1st Infantry Division.
I grew up in Bayonne, New Jersey, and shortly after high school, I joined the military. In September 2001, we were attacked, and I was immediately deployed to Afghanistan with the United States Navy.
My governor is a sergeant in the Marine Corps just like I was.
I was stationed at Fort Monmouth, New Jersey, 1966. So I get it about Jersey. I get it, but I especially get it about your governor, who cares about the things that I care about.
I believe John Corzine's done more for veterans than probably any governor in the country. He's there for them when it counts.
Shortly after getting out of the military, I met Governor Corzine at a rally. The moment he found out I was a veteran, the first thing he asked me was I working? And I think that speaks volumes about who he is, not only as our governor, but as a person.
In the midst of this turmoil, in the midst of this battlefield, he is pushing and working as hard as he possibly can, trying to save people's jobs, trying to create jobs.
John has led the effort to make New Jersey #1 in treating its returning veterans. That's typical of John Corzine. It's where his heart is. It's part of his DNA. That's what he does.
His military training has given him the discipline to focus on situations and make the tough decisions.
And I don't think anybody else is going to have the personal connection to advocate as much for veterans as much as Governor Corzine, because he himself served in the Marine Corps.
He really took a personal interest in helping veterans throughout this state.
He understands what it's like to work hard, and he knows there's no substitute for hard work.
It tells me a whole hell of a lot about my friend, John Corzine, your governor, who happens to be a Marine.